Yo, what's up, Mo? How you doing, man? They're good. Throwing some zombies because zombies are funny. How you doing, man? Haven't drew anything in the past 2 days. It felt like a whole month passed by. I was practicing on perspective. Nice. It's always what do you call it? No, always important to hone the fundamentals. Still not fully get it. Just draw boxes, man. I'm just kidding, man. Obviously, that's it. You know, oversimplified, dumbass advice. But yeah, you'll get it. Yeah, I mean, you know, you gotta be patient with yourself. Yo, what's up, TK? Dumbass advice? Yeah, I mean, just draw boxes is a dumbass advice. Ah, cool, although don't know what AKDM means. Uh, like the Andy? Yeah. Speaking of games, you all know Kingdoms Come? Yeah. I never played it, but watched it a bit. What is it called? There's new Warhammer out. I'm gonna play it today. That's kind of exciting. The Space Marine 2 looks really cool. The combat of that game is just my jam. Warhammer, yeah, I mean, I don't know what what are those guys taking. They're like releasing a new game every month. I don't know how many are there. It's insane. Space Marine 2, yep. Third person hack and slash, yeah, it's shooter, melee, shooter, hack and slash, everything. I mean, I haven't played it yet, but yeah. That trailer is sick, yeah. It's so good, man. It might be... I mean, I haven't played all the Warhammer games, but it might be the top Warhammer game so far. Also, it's gone really popular. Special pre-orders? Yeah, I've been waiting for it actually for a while. I think I've seen it in one of the game events. Usually I just put a reminder on my phone and then, forget about it. And then when the time comes, it's like a, you know, Christmas morning. Because if you keep it in your mind, it's like, I mean, for me, the new Doom is like that, right? I can't get it out of my mind. It's coming in 2025, but it's like I'm so excited for it. Alright, be right back, guys. Did you have to mention this game? I have to, man. That game deserves mentioning. I said no more extra expenses this month. Well, that's a you problem. Control yourself. But honestly, my only luxury, I mean, my only expenses for entertainment is, I think, games. Not even coffee anymore. I mean, you could rationalize spending money on coffee. Like, you know, you could say to yourself, it helps me focus, or, you know, something like that, but yeah. But I learned, you know, what do you call it? Personal accounting. Let's say personal accounting. I learned a lot of it the hard way, right? Doing lots of bad financial decisions. And then after some point, also, you know, after reading and educating myself on that subject, it's like, what is it called? You know, there's needs and wants, right? For example, you might need a car, but you don't need a Lamborghini, right? If the car is what you need, it's like, I don't know, any car would do it. But yeah, I mean, also I think, I mean, at least in my experience, people I see and people I personally know, dude, people are spending so much money on so much bullshit, right? Lots of weird subscriptions, lots of dumbass shit they don't need. So yeah, I think, I mean, I don't spend money on, you know, stuff that's not really helping me in my business or whatever, or I authentically want it, right? Not my ego, because, you know, there's the selfish hedonistic you, and then there's the, you know, mature you. So, you know, it's not about like starving the selfish ego you to death. It's more about, you know, balancing. Usually what I do is, when I achieve some goal or milestone or a personal thing, you know, I give myself a treat. Like, you know, like you would treat to your child. I don't just give everything it wants. More like, you know, it should be deserved in my internal universe. Probably won't pick it up right away. Been having that sort of coma with the kids. She's really getting into collecting records. Yeah, dude, collecting records is like game over. A long time ago, I adapted, you know, I mean, I'm not a stoic, but, you know, I adapted a lot of principles from it. And if you think about it, you know, any physical stuff, you don't take it with you after you die. So that's really kind of freeing. I'm not talking about being cheap, by the way, right? It's not like being cheap as, you know, disguised as simple living or some bullshit like that. Aurelius, yeah. And there are lots of scientific studies done in this subject. Like, usually people who spend money on experiences rather than stuff are more happier. Just about responsibility, yeah, and understanding. Yeah, I think the most important thing is, I mean, we are not always aware of it, right? You know, during the day. For me, when I started making that discrimination between needs and wants, it really became clear, and, you know, my wallet became what do you call it, heavier instead of lighter. So anytime I want something, or, you know, my mind tells me to buy something, I always ask, like, do I need it? Is it a need? And if the answer is no, I just stall it, right? I just procrastinate it for a while. And then, like, after a week or something, if I still want it, then I start considering, right? Because, you know, sometimes it's just an impulse. So yeah, also it's, you know, looking at it from the marketing perspective. For example, if I'm on fire and you have water, that's a hardcore need, right? And that you can 100% guaranteed sell that water if someone is on fire, right? Needs are usually, you know, just needs, you need it. But wants are like, you know, they're just desires, and they can be manipulated so easily or influenced with, you know, messaging. So that's why I always think twice or thrice or more before I like, you know, going to buy some need, and not need, to want. Because usually if I'm under an influence of something, that kind of dissipates in a week or so, right? But if I authentically want something, like it doesn't go away. Marketing 101, yeah. Not to keep hard on KDM, yeah. I mean, also it's, you know, kind of subjective, right? Like, if you are making like 10 million a year, you know, spending 50K on some hobby is not a big deal. But, you know, the thing is, you know, people are dying to get that latest iPhone or get that latest thing or get the latest car. But you know, for example, they are making for example, the half the price of the thing they want to buy, and then that's a problem, right? Also, there's this, you know, ability to spend the money you don't have, right? Credit cards, loans. Even, you know, what is it? Even when I'm buying a game, like, you know, I think the only game I bought, you know, there are the editions of the games, like normal edition, deluxe edition, epic edition, ultimate edition. I think only game I bought the ultimate edition was Diablo 3. I just bought the Diablo 3 collector's edition. It was, yeah, it was a long time ago. When did Diablo 3 came out? Diablo 3 release dates. 2012. Wow. Yeah, back then I was really collecting shit. First Assassin's Creed, yeah. Yeah, I mean, especially in World of Warcraft, there's always a new expansion coming, and usually suckers go buy it, and it gives you as an extra, gives you some pets and mounts in game, stuff like that, and people flex in game, like showing off and all that. It's so funny, man. And they call themselves gamers, right? I mean, they don't realize they are the ones who are being gamed. I'm a gamer, I buy the deluxe edition. I'm like, dude, you are being pimped. I feel sorry for folks who get trapped by that FOMO. Yeah. Also, it's so weird. Like, your mind is so vulnerable to these kind of things. It's not like nobody is immune to it. Several years ago, when there was a huge trauma in the scene, I finally jumped ship. Some competitors' game, spending money on their armies. That puts my KDM spending to shame. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, as I said, I think it's subjective. Nobody can tell you what to do with your money. I mean, if, for example, if I'm broke, it's kind of mean. What do you call it? Like, it's not logical to, you know, spend 10K on some entertainment, right? But you know, if you are making, for example, 100K per month, I mean, you could spend whatever you want on entertainment, right? So I think it's kind of subjective depending on the person. But usually what I see is, you know, if someone struggles with 1K per month, they will struggle with 10K, they will struggle with 100K, they will struggle with 10 million a month. That's not a money problem. The struggle is not a money problem. It's something else. There's also this thing, you know, called hedonic adaptation. Like usually what we tend to do is, as our income increases, we proportionately increase our expenses. We spend more. So yeah, if someone is not aware of it and takes control of it, I mean, you can struggle with 1 billion a month, right? If you are, I mean, you know, it's not a secret, you know. We see like celebrities going broke from, you know, 100 million net worth to zero. Like there are countless examples. Who was it? Like Drake? Was it Drake? Like begging Mark Zuckerberg for money? Something like that? I think it was Drake. Like, you know, how do you fucking go broke, man? You like earning millions a month? So yeah, that's hedonic adaptation. The between the ears problem, yeah. Your dad is definitely right. Look at all those stories of musicians. Yeah, musicians, pro athletes. Mike Tyson, right? I think I heard him saying in a interview, like he spent 10 million on cocaine, something like that, or generally on drugs. That's insane, man. Lose everything in life. Yeah. Also, especially in the 90s, you know, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Michael Jackson. I mean, not them specifically, but usually musicians, athletes, they kind of go high really fast and really high, right? They start earning a lot in a short period of time. It's like speeding up too fast if you don't know how to control and manage that level of volume. It's kind of disorienting, right? Also, usually, you know, the really wealthy people I studied, like Ray Dalio, you know, Warren Buffett, all those guys, the top level G's in the finance area, they are not like, you know, none of them is like, you know, suddenly they became rich, right? They build it up, and maybe in their careers they kind of lose everything and build it up again, and then lose everything again and build it up again, because they've done it over and over, you know. Now they know how to build it up right away, right? Even if they lose everything, they can just build it up, like, you know, like it's nothing. Pro race drivers, yeah, totally. Pro race drivers versus average Joe, yeah. It's like giving a, I don't know, supercharged rally car to a, you know, to someone 16 years old. Yeah, I think the finance is the most measurable example, but it applies to everything, right? It applies to fame. It applies to, you know, relationships. Funny, yeah. So there's this weird thing with guys, right? You know, when our testosterone rises, we become weird, right? I always, you know, observe how people act in the gym. Like usually, you know, they are walking in a specific way, and then dude goes into the bench press, you know, does some sets, and then he's suddenly someone else, right? You know, you probably know what I'm talking about, right? That's that bodybuilder walk, you know, the arms can't close, like walking side to side. It's like every single guy in the gym, like walking the same way, right? That's the testosterone walk. So it's like, you know, it's the same thing, right? If you can't handle that much energy, it kind of takes over. Or, you know, they start saying weird shit. Also, I think it's any kind of power, right? I also seen lots of people, like, you know, they are working in some company maybe, like, you know, middle level status, and then they get promoted, and instantly they are, you know, they are someone else. Power or perceived power, yeah. Yeah, it's like when you're a kid, right? You watch a, I don't know, you watch Rambo or, you know, some Bruce Lee movie or some Van Damme movie, and then you think you can punch through walls. And if you are lucky, life will show you you can't. Oh, I'm so caught up in scrolling Pinterest. Yeah, I think I need a break. I'll go get some drinks. We'll all see in those short videos some cookie motherfucker posting up against some dude on the street. Yeah, clean in one swing. Yeah, I love those one hit fights. That it's over before starting. Like this jumpy dude, right? He's like, come on, Dan. Come on, Dan. Anyways, I'll be right back. All right. Man, I like how you can scroll over. I don't know if they fixed it, but on Mac you couldn't do this. When you mouse over, it shows you the filter. I was wondering that too. Yeah, I don't know if they fixed that. Clicking on the filters, using the scroll. Yeah, that too. Don't think you can do that anymore. I mean, it's been a couple of months. I didn't use Mac. I don't know. I don't think they fixed it. Also found the install file of. I had this sketchbook app. It used to be free, and then I don't know what happened. Some stuff happened, and then they made it like paid, and then they put it into Microsoft Store, and then they scrapped it, I think. Now there's, I think you can't buy it now. I don't know. So I found when I was cleaning up my drives, I found an install file for an earlier version of Sketchbook. That also felt like Christmas morning. I used to use Sketchbook a lot. It's so simple, and you know, actually I was looking for something like that, Photoshop alternative, even before Adobe bullshit. There was this application called Leonardo. Oh, by the way, let me show you something. What is it? Photopea. I don't know if you guys know this, but it's literally free Photoshop on the browser. That's so insane. So say okay, this, like, it's Photoshop on browser. Select the layer first. There's layers. This one, new layer. Okay, right. Brush is the brush. Tip, pan. Okay. Transfer, pan. Okay. Right, so it's, you know, same shortcuts, and it's really, it's not like, it's really responsive. I mean, honestly, I was using Krita, you know Krita, even that was not this responsive. You know, there's almost no lag. And even Photoshop is not this fast, right? I can just scroll really fast, switch between tools really fast. This is insane, huh? And this is free and works on a browser. Isn't it awesome? So yeah, I was waiting for, you know, when you buy Adobe stuff, you make a contract for a year. So I had the what is it called, Adobe collection. I think it ends soon, so there is the size, just right click. So it's basically Photoshop, right? Everything is the same. Only thing about it is when it's on a browser, kind of what do you call it? I don't know, if they just close shop, you are out of business. But it's really fast, you know, there's no jagged lines. The performance is insane. I don't know if these guys have app, WebGL. Okay, this is one guy. Dude, that's insane. This is so fucking insane. One guy just makes this. Right, so I was looking for an alternative. Probably I'll go with Clip Studio, I don't know. Or I might just get Photoshop instead of the whole Adobe collection. What race is the canvas? Let's see. I think it's 1K. Let's see. Let's make it bigger. Try 4K. So it's the same. Insane. Oops. Yeah. I mean, in 4K, I think it starts Oh yeah. But I have lots of shit open. Like I have ZBrush open, I have Photoshop open. I'm streaming and recording at the same time. You can probably get away with it, right? Yeah, 4K kind of struggles with the brush strokes, but you know, for sketching, obviously it's not like, you know. Dude, by the way, sometimes I want to do lines like this. You know, it's kind of hard to do. Like hard surface designs. Where is it? 1K. So yeah, you know, for sketching, it's awesome, man. Yeah, I think the most satisfying one was Krita. By Krita. Yeah. But you know what pisses me off with every drawing application other than Photoshop? The controls, right? It's not intuitive. You know, usually in Photoshop, key Z is zoom, and you can press it once and it switches to that tool, or you can hold it and zoom, and then if you release it switches back to the tool you had, and now, you know, space is pan. These are like universal, right? Anytime I go into an alternative application, like these should be intuitive, right? And then brush size, usually there are no keybinds for brush size. You have to right click and then, you know, deal with the slider. I mean, you might have, I have this thing on my tablet. I didn't even set it up. But yeah, I mean, these should be intuitive, right? Most of the applications are, that was my problem with Krita. Make it 2K. But yeah, I'm not complaining, right? It's a free application. Free, full-fledged application. So for example, on this one, you can only zoom in by doing this, right? You can't zoom in. Can? Oh yeah, you can, okay. No, you can't zoom in by dragging side to side. You can only zoom in up and down. So, you know, stuff like this is so weird, man. But yeah, Krita is decent. It's like, you know. My only criteria is there's pan, there's zoom. Okay. These are I think the important ones. I mean, I'm talking about personal preference, but also I think somewhat universal, right? The application should be, I think, really intuitive. If I made a drawing application, it should be, it would be like, you know, if you hold space, like in Sketchbook, that would be a pop-up window, and there's everything you need, right? Brush size, like in ZBrush. ZBrush has a menu like it, and usually I don't even use anything else, right? I just press space, and everything you need is there. You can change the brush, you can change the size, change the opacity, change the color. Like there's only thing you need to do is a blank canvas, and there's a, you know, there's only one menu. And I'm not talking nonsense, right? I'm into programming a bit. I kind of know how it goes. It's not impossible to do, right? So yeah, but yeah, Krita is really good. I might even go with this. Because usually for me, I'm not doing like concept art painting or watercolor simulation, something like that. Usually I'm just drawing or sketching and tone painting, stuff like that. That might really what do you call it? Yeah, my other complaint about applications is the UI, right? Usually UI is like ugly as fuck. I mean, Photoshop is really, I think it's the best. It's not perfect, but at least you can do this. And you can kind of arrange. I mean, it doesn't look horrible, right? It's not. I mean, it was worse, but it's like you can change the color of the UI. It's not horrible to look at. Surely chugs, yeah. Clips way of allowing you to build a really intuitive custom tool panel is nice. Custom panel. By custom panel, you mean, as I explained, like a pop-up window? If that's the case, that's really nice. So let's see, while we are on it, there was another one called Leonardo. This one. Oh, this was really simple. How much is it? No price? I mean, I know it's not, but this looks shady. Right? Just, tell the price, So I've tried it. This was really nice as well. Really simple for sketching. Pop up or leave up. Yeah, that's nice. You can put anything. You only need one tool pen. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If you can do that. In fact, the first line says free, and the last line says price in US dollars. Yeah. Alright, I think that's all I got. Some nice little zombies. I was looking at the concept art of Doom. Really vibing with it. Gonna do some studies. I mean, look at this. This is so hard, man. Anyways. So, yep, as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Stay awesome. Stay amazing.